unlawful behavior in and around the starport is not permitted. We thank commanders for their cooperation. Greetings to all visitors. Please align to your assigned pad, and thanks for choosing this facility. We advise that all commanders be aware of their duties in and around the starport. Thank you for your cooperation. If you're unable to complete docking procedures within your time slot, you'll need to exit the bay and resubmit a docking request. In order to keep bay traffic flowing smoothly, please follow standard operating procedures and request docking permission before entering the starport.
Okay, so I think we're all live. Yeah, looks good. Good evening, folks. Bit of Elite Dangerous tonight. I should just start getting into the game. Last time we were doing some bounty hunting, and I need to hand in the monies from the session. And after that, we will see where Elite takes us. Not 100% clear yet where that will be, but we'll find out. I'm certainly open to suggestions if there's anything anyone wants to look at. Let's just make sure that all of these are done. Cool. So what we ended up doing was stacking a load of Pirate Massacre missions. My fire when ready. Well, I am in the elite ship that most closely approximates a Star Destroyer, so yes, yes indeed. So we stacked a load of Massacre missions against the pirate faction, and now we need to go hand them in. And because I'm in a very snacky ship, nothing in here is really a threat to me, which is kind of cool. So I hope everyone is having a good evening. Let's just see. Oh, lots of nice ships. But I shall resist for the moment. Okay. Behind the planet, so we have to get around it.
Scan detected.
Oh, I wasn't aware, thank you. I will set the machine. That's probably the enhanced edition that they were talking about, which would be big from what they were saying, so cool. Thank you for the heads up. I'll make sure it's patched for Sunday. Cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Frameshift drive charging.
Sounded like fun. Whoa.
4, 3.
That's a big patch then, yeah. Right. Okay, we're going to see how much money we make from these Massacre missions. And I'll also see if lots of factions are offering more. Third DLC was out too, but I haven't bothered with it. Okay, I'll take a look at that. But I've not even done Varnhold yet, so I haven't even dealt with the second DLC, so that might be a while for me as well. So, everything looks good. Please let me know if there are any issues with sound or video, but from my end it all looks good. Okay, looks like all of those are places I've got to visit. Yeah, cool. Right, we'll start with that one. Ooh. Let's get ourselves some fuel while we're here. Didn't become a billionaire for paying for fuel when I didn't have to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 Massacre missions that trip. It should come to a pretty penny.
Complete.
Cool, it's all working. What does the third DLC in Pathfinder cover? I forget. I'm assuming it's more content like Varnhold. Hmm. So, what we'll do is, as we're handing these missions in, we'll see if there's anything good that these factions are offering. And if not, I might well just go and work on my Empire rank for a bit, doing whatever comes to whatever's required. Okay. UC Enterprise? Not really sure how you pronounce that. Very brown planet. Ah, right. Sounds like the kind of thing that can wait till I'm further through the main quest. Maybe post main quest. You know, don't mind a good dungeon crawl in a computer RPG, but not as if I'm lacking for content in the game already. I think I'm only at most a third of the way through it. Right, our first stop. Cool. That lined up pretty nicely.
Dynamics 000. We've set aside a landing pad for you, Commander. It's good to have you.
Scan detected.
Approved for access. You are go for approach to pad 08.
Alright, we are in a gravity field, so we will
Landing gear deployed.
be cautious. What? It's more like it. Right.
Docking confirmed. Securing ship. Greetings, Commander.
We'll just sort all of those out. And so we had a small mission on that one. You take that. Ooh. Okay, they're at
Incoming
war.
mission critical message.
Hmm. Okay, no donation missions for the feds. Pity. Okay. Yeah. Disliking people. Okay, nothing else there that I'm particularly interested in. So we'll just nip across to another one of these moons. And this one in. So that was about 700,000 credits. I haven't actually handed the bounties themselves in either. Could have done that in the origin system. Oops.
Landing gear
Ship detach
retracted.
complete. Expedite climb to exit altitude.
Frameshift
Okay.
drive charging. 4, 3, 2,
Oh,
1. Engage.
right. I need to get up a bit before we can swing round. Start to do it. There we go. Next move. Of course, the captions are doing their usual excellent job. So there was nothing that was particularly appealing on the mission board of that base. Yeah, I see why that doesn't appeal. I might take a look at it at some point, but I don't necessarily think I'd rush to take a look. Wondering if I might try a little void opal mining this evening at some point as well. See what comes up. Yeah, I was aware that particularly for the start of the game, like the battle with the Stag Lord, that they were going to do a bit of work on making that a bit simpler, and I think that's a good thing. I think I had something like 4 attempts at that before I got it when I did it. But we got there, so hey.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't much like that. I had a good couple of goes at that one as well. Yeah. Request docking.
Core dynamics 000. It's good to see you, Commander. Please submit a docking request.
Yeah,
before
they've
landing.
got... Okay, I knew about the Prestige class. That was the Eldori Sword Lord. Wasn't aware there was a new class though. That's kind of cool. Or is our Dory Sword Lord a new class and I'm Slayer? Ah.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay, cool.
Descend to flight level 200.
See what we have on the mission board here.
Contact. Disembark when ready.
Now that was a better one, 12 odd million, but do I take those instead? Yeah, I'll take the
Incoming
materials.
message.
No more jobs from them. Oh, had a few here. So 8 million and lots of rat. I'll take that. $26 or 29, so 12, 8, 20, 21 million. This takes it up to 47 million or near enough. Right. Again, we're in a state of war. And after pirates this week. Whatever are they? Okay, yeah, war going on there. First can be advisors, a much needed addition. Ah, now that sounds good, because that could be an issue for me, given the way I've been playing. Hiya, Subsonic. Good to see ya. I hope you are well. Just handing in all the bounties from, well, the missions from last week. And then we'll see what Elite has for us this week.
Landing gear
Landing pad
retracted.
restraints disengaged. You are clear to leave the port.
Frameshift drive.
So far we've handed in 4 of them and we're up to about 47, 48 million, I think.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
About another 8 to go. So not a bad payday. Yeah, about 48 from 4 Massacre missions, because I was able to get some high paying ones. That's just the mission payouts. The bounties... maybe 10... The bounties themselves would come to about 11 million or so. So yeah, it's a good payday. But you can do that if you can stack them across, stack up enough missions. Right. After this, because that's going to take a little while to get there, we've got to drop off 2 more. We will finish at G, and then depending on what's at She. True, the bank balance is healthy. 2.7 billion, so plus probably another billion in ships. So it's not bad. I'm not the richest by far, not even in the boot brigade, so... But I'm not poor. Make the banks look poor. The small ones, maybe. I'm not making the Bank of Zaonce look poor in this. Oh. Poor Subsonic. There you go. And you're a penniless urchin. Yeah. Well, I have been playing the game for a while, so yeah. You may have to start a charity. Spare a penny for a pie. Okay. So if we get space legs, will you both be begging at starports? Terrible. Yay. Come on, give me some data. No data. Oh. Just degraded emission, so make special there. Fair enough. And Subsonic, you'll have a peg leg and a cap on the floor. Excellent. Got a remaining character. Cool. They're all dropping out before I can finish scanning them. Well, I wanted some data. Oh. And whatever they had, I already had enough of. Yeah, going to a restaurant and finding out that you're actually the dish of the day would not be good. What would legs bring? On its own, not a huge amount. Although it would be fun to be able to walk around your ship after you've done it a few times. I imagine that would wear off a bit. And I suspect that's why it's taking them so long to bring it into the game. Assuming, I should add, that that is what they're working on for the big update next year. Because I suspect they want it to be worthwhile. They do have a habit of wanting things to be right. Which would explain why we're basically not getting a huge update for a year. So yeah, I mean, hopefully it would, you know, potentially wandering around in a spacesuit as well as an SRV. Yeah, multiplayer lobbies, different sorts of, you know, there's lots of planetary bases which don't have any landing pads. Maybe we could do stuff at those if you get out your ship and walk. And even being able to walk around a starport, I mean, simplest would be that you get transported magically into a bar.
Decrease speed to 100.
Which would be, you know, potentially okay, but not great. Or it could be the case of, this is a starport with 10 million people on it and you can wander around inside and meet them. Really not sure. So legs on its own wouldn't bring that much. It all depends on what you can go walk around.
Touchdown sequence complete. Power down your engines. Welcome to the station, Commander.
Right. There's another 8 million or so. We'll take the reputation.
Incoming message.
That's quite possible, yeah. So you can see that my reputation with the particular faction that I have done this a few times to is not good. They don't like me. Right, we've only got the one to hand in here. Takes us up to around 55 million. See if anyone's got any good. See, this is what we were doing. Massacre Purple Gang. Oh, well, I'm popular here. I mean, the people who control it, I'm almost an ally to. It's this faction of pirates that don't like me. Fortunately, lots of other people don't like them either, and they're prepared to pay me to go and reduce their numbers. So, ooh. Okay, couple of donations. Always helps with the old federal rank. There's that war that's going on. Enjoy the cuppa. Right, where do we want to go? We want to go here next.
Clear of the landing pad. Observe queuing system when exiting the station.
I always think I'm going to scrape my ship when I go through there.
This is a traffic warning, Commander. Please make way for oncoming ships.
Enjoy the movie. Right. And I was flying perfectly safely. On traffic control.
Frameshift drive charging.
See if this system is any more interesting in terms of missions. And we'll have to drop down there as well. Yeah. I'm making a mess of that.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Right. So, how many of these do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more to hand in. Some of them are very small though. I took them because they would increase my faction, my reputation with particular factions. Let's part of the trick to getting the high payouts is having good reputation with the factions you're taking the missions from. Herbert Hate. Hubert. Lovely chap, I'm sure. Tarpow Cunnel. Oh boy, that must be a Kickstarter name. The puns. Ooh, pretty good. I am liking the sort of yellowy reddish background. This is good. Right, so we got 2 stops in this system, and then in G itself, where the boot brigade are, we only have 1. Another potato maybe? Oh, maybe not. Although if it isn't, it's on the verge of. Just line up a bit better, and there.
Core dynamics 000. Station services are prepped for your arrival. Greetings, Commander.
Thank you.
Request approved. Cleared to land on pad 17.
Do love the sound of those. Right. Ooh. Your rats. Hey.
Landing gear deployed.
Slightly too far. Not quite a smooth landing.
Contact. Engines disengaged.
Okay, so let's tend to the ship. Out of interest, are any of the bounties handable in here? Yes, they are. Do that then. About another 1,000,000. Do I have any cartographics? Can you sell a page for 0 credits? Cool. Ooh. That'll take us up to about 70 million.
Incoming mission critical message.
About 76. Some more bribes to the feds. Our reputation with this one is low, so we'll take the one that maxes out the reputation. And they're at war with somebody. I wish these factions would stop going to war with each other all the time and focus on more profitable activities. Take that. Take materials, always take materials of preference for me. there though. Aha! They want more pirates put down. They really don't like them. They're offering quite a number of missions. Problem with this being that the missions will not stack, by which I mean I have to do them consecutively. That would be 20, 35, 50, 70 pirates for a payout around 30 million. Which isn't bad, but takes a while to shoot 70 pirates. Right. There we go. Let's just didn't really check the latter factions properly, so let's just do that. Source returns. Yeah. All this infighting. Right. Next stop off.
Landing complement is engaged. Clear for departure.
Oh,
Landing gear retracted.
be good if I did that. Timo Monster.
Observing steady traffic in this sector. Action is advised.
Bit of review.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
See, that conflict zone bug is still there, but there we go. Alright, want to be careful how quickly we come in here. Okay. Coming
Orbital
quite
flight
steep.
engaged.
Yeah, that's alright. What's this? 0.23 Gs. Not bad. Bad at all.
Core dynamics 000. You are approaching a federal port, Commander. Please submit a docking request.
It just
Access
did.
approved. Proceed to landing pad 08.
Right, there's 8. Okay.
Landing gear deployed.
Your approach is good, Commander. Do not adjust vector.
Why, thank you. Go. Right. There we
Landing
go.
completed. Deploying ground crew.
15 odd million. Very nice. Low 90s, I think, now. Right. That's done 8 million. And they are a federal faction. Strictly speaking, I don't need more federal rank. Because I don't think there's any permits I get, and I've already got the Corvette, which is the biggest ship you can get with your federal rank. But it would, you know, be kind of nice to get the highest rank. It's the Empire rank I need to work on if I want to get the cutter. Oh, someone they want dead in G, but that's a wing mission, which means it will not be simple. Bit of war. New conflict zones are fun, but large numbers. You know, they're asking for 70 ships there. I can get double that. Massacre pirate missions plus the bounties are substantially better than the combat bombs. Aha, here's a massacre mission. 45 pirates for 10 million. Good example. Although there are some of those pirate massacre missions out, there's not loads tonight, so here we go. Make sure no one else. Right. Let's head to G. Let's see what the boot brigade have got for me. That will help determine what we're doing. Preferably something that involves shooting things if I'm going to stay in the Corvette. That being what the Corvette is best at.
Landing coupler disengaged. Climb to escape altitude.
Liking the base. Right.
Frameshift drive
Need to get into orbit first then.
4, 3,
Swing round.
1. Engage.
The question is, will we cross the 100 million mark with these missions? It's quite possible that we will just cross that. Unfortunately, generally speaking, void opals and double panite hull spots are still more profitable per hour normally. Ooh.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's go back and see the boot brigade. before we do anything in this system, what's the political situation? Let's see if there's any interesting signal sources. So we want to set... That's interesting. But we'll set that down there. Uh-huh. Encoded. Degraded. Convoy dispersal pattern. Distress call, but that was a threat 0, which means it's an actual rescue, and I don't have any of the equipment for that. Now what we'd be looking for really is a nice high-grade emissions. That would be nice. Weapons fire, threat low. Weapons fire, threat medium. Was that? Static standard light shooting for a moment there. Convoy dispersal. Stress call. Convoy dispersal. Ah, there's a couple of threat. Couple of medium threats. Boot brigade. Stress call. Convoy dispersal. And I've got no problem with the idea of doing a distress calls here. It can actually be a good thing to do if you've never done them before. Not many like, but you know, a little. Right, and anything else is behind the planet. So Salt Settlement. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any interesting ones around it. Yeah, the interesting ones are all out on the edge of the system. It's almost 10 times the distance to Salt, so no, we won't take a look at them. We'll go to Salt and we'll see what's on the mission board.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Take it from there. Suppose we're going to see Commander Psyche. Yeah, distress threat 0. I'd want a threat rating, I'd want some pirates in there to shoot because I'm not equipped to do rescues, so that bit is a bit useless. So threat 0 is pretty much just going to be a rescue. So I would jump in, then have the pilot I was supposed to be rescuing crying at me over comms when I flew away. That's actually got targets and salt, so let's get that sorted. There is actually no need for us to be in analysis mode anymore. Okay.
Orbital flight engaged.
There we go. See what Psyche has for me. It's reasonably well lined up.
000, greetings. Our staff
Well, this is a
facilities are
0.42G
ready to
planet,
command
so
Access permitted. Please make your way to landing pad
a little
11.
more caution is a good idea.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, we're still coming in faster than I would like. Little vertical thrust. Way, we just stopped it. Nice. Almost looks like I know what I'm doing. Cool. Right.
Contact confirmed. Deactivating docking system. Enjoy your stay, Commander.
Sort all of those out. May as well sell that. I'm getting for it. No bounties to hand in here. Mission board. Well, we don't need the additional reputation because we're already fully allied with the Boot Brigade, so we'll take the 34 million. That's maybe up to 120 million. Oh, the Boot Brigade is giving out. It's asking for bribes. Shall gladly contribute to Psyche's funds. Right. So the Boot Brigade doesn't really have a lot going on there. Crimson Legal, who are the ones we want to stay away from. The SPF2, LF2, 56 pirates, worth 20 million. LHS 36, 17 million. Purple, 24 pirates. There are some nice little missions here. 81. Okay. What do I fancy doing? This is not the ship for the missions that are on offer from the Boot Brigade. Right, let's see if anyone wants me to go to PSPF LF2. So we got that. The rest of them were all focused on the purple gang. No, that one as well. Why not? We're in a Corvette, so that would be a wing. Not necessarily a great idea. Wing massacre missions are fine. Wing assassination missions are tougher. The main thing here is that this isn't Crimson State. So I look here. Sorry, Crimson Legal. They're at 15.5%. Yeah, the others are all at under 10. Why not? 81 pirates. That's 56, but these two are stackable, so we don't need to worry about. Don't want to do anything from them really. Psyche's not getting into the shooting pirates today. Right. So our mission is here. We've taken 2 missions from 2 different factions, which means that they stack. We do them concurrently, not consecutively. But PSPF LF2 has other populated systems within 10 light years, and those systems may well have factions which are offering similar massacre missions against the same pirate faction in here. So it is worth our time to stop off and see if we cannot pick up some potentially very profitable missions. So Inara reminds me that TZ Aratis, Kappa 1 Seti, and George Pantazis, I'm sure the Hudson Truckers will never forgive me. So there, Right. Oh, there it is. So each of those bookmark systems may have factions offering more of the massacre missions, which means I can stack more of them. Thinking about picking up ESO maybe just a month sub to see if I like it. Right. ESO is technically free to pay. I do pay the monthly sub because of the additional benefits and they being worth it for me. But you need the base game, which is on occasion is available cheaply, and then you can play the game and hopefully you can then see if you like it. Be aware that although some of the DLC, if you get sub, becomes free, which is one of the advantages of the sub, and it's a significant advantage as well. The Elsewhere expansion and Somerset you will probably have to pay for, certainly the Elsewhere expansion. I would suggest get a copy of the base game because you're probably going to be able to get that relatively cheap and you're going to need that anyway, and then just try it as a free-to-play mode to see if you like the combat and so on and so forth, and then make your mind up as to whether or not you want to you know, buy elsewhere, or because even if you don't, we can come to you. If you can't come to us, it wouldn't be a problem. So yeah, definitely. But if you're not sure whether you're going to like it, maybe you don't need to get the sub. Having said that, if you do like it, and assuming that you can get any of the expansions, which you do have to pay for, because some of them you do, and you've got some money left over after that, then do consider the sub, as it does have some pretty good advantages. I certainly don't regret it. And of the MMOs I played today, the only one I actually sub to is ESO, and that's optional.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right. Let's see if we can stack a load more of these massacres. Would be nice. This is how you make, because I probably made 110 million. Let's say I picked up the first mission at 8 o'clock. And let's see how quickly I can earn lots of money. Make it a bit of a race. Whoa!
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
I must have clicked off the screen. That could have been bad. Okay. We've got that. Do we have any significant ground bases? That's not too much of a difference. When going to ground bases, be aware not all of them give out missions. But that one does. So Santos. They also give out missions at Polston. How you pronounce it. But if you want to try ESO, it is a good time to try it. Goodwin gives missions. Nice, so lots of mission givers, so lots of chances. And
Warning, temperature critical.
Yeah. So they all give missions. Right. Let's get away from here. We've got some heat sinks, so it's not really a problem. Right. The trick is, with massacre missions, take massacre missions from different factions. Because then you can do them concurrently. Private courier service. One day I must go to an anarchy system and try and find them there. Ooh, got some data. If you do try ESO, by the way, Subsonic, obviously there's me, there's Psyche and others who play it on Psyche's Discord, things like that. So there's plenty of people to ask questions about the game if you wish to. Ammo's playing, for example. Right, so this will be our first stop in this system, and if no one is offering any of the massacre missions we're after, we'll only try one of the planetary bases. If I drop into 2 and none of them are offering the massacre missions I'm after, chances are none of them are offering them at any of the ports in the system. If, however, they are being offered, we may actually visit all of the ports in this system to try and get at least one mission from each faction. What? It was locked onto the low wake. My fault. It was actually locked onto the wrong thing.
4, 3, 2,
Oops.
1. Engage.
See if we can get around the station a little bit. Lined up a bit better. Yeah, that'll have to do. There we go.
Core Dynamics 00. Landing permission will be granted upon request. Welcome to this Federal Starport, Commander. Permission authorized. Cleared to land on pad 2-4.
Flight assist off.
And we just carry on our way and admire the station as we go past.
Flight assist on.
I wonder if something is coming out. Because traffic control just said you're cleared to leave when you're ready. You go on ahead and blow stuff up, Subsonic.
Approach vector is nominal.
Ow! Oh. Apparently I am busy putting dents into my ship.
Check to your bay number. Check again.
Landing gear deployed.
Unauthorized loitering may trigger a lethal response.
Right.
Landing complete. Engines disengaged.
So we'll just check, you know, maybe there's some bounties we can hold in here. No. So let's see what missions they've got. We've decided we're going to blow ships up. I did do a couple of streams worth of mining, so you know, blowing ships up is good. They want trade. Boring. Do not like. That's nice, but it's the wrong system. Ooh. Problem with the Pacific assassinations is having to chase the person down. Permit acquisition opportunity. Ah. Well, if it helps me towards getting the permit, and have some cash. Yeah, not much there. Not much there at all. Pity. Right. We will try one of the ground bases. And if this has none of the massacre missions we're looking for, we will jump to the next system.
Landing coupler disengaged. You are clear for egress.
Landing gear retracted.
Data storage for food.
Forces a lot of traffic in this sector. Make way for larger vessels.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, Santos Depot.
4, 3,
We'll go and see what they have.
1. Engage.
Just out of interest, what state is this system in? The state is boom. Huh. Not sure if any of that would affect the chances of getting these missions, so I don't think it would. That's quite the cluster. Cool. All these factions paying me to shoot each of the others. I would much rather they were paying me to shoot pirates. Go. Ooh. I was going to say another brown planet, but actually this one is quite a bit more colourful. maximise. Right, that's on the other side, so we'll just head on around.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay. Let's see. That angle's a little shallow, so we're going to do this so that we can come in a bit steeper in just a moment. A bit steeper than that. That'll do. Ooh, one of the circular sort of installations. I think those might be the largest ones. Yeah. Proper city. .16 G's.
Core Dynamic 000. Federal Flight Control welcomes you. Submit a docking request before approaching the port. Permission authorized. Assigned to landing pad 01.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the exact sizes of the different ground bases, or how this compares to the space stations. But it wouldn't surprise me if this was the biggest of the ground bases, this design. And I think it was probably... yeah, not sure how it compares with the space stations. Right. Reasonable approach.
Landing gear deployed.
Very pretty. So
Landing complete.
cool.
Systems offline.
Just wondering how it looks from here. No, can't do that.
Maintain a minimum clearance distance to oncoming traffic in the flight corridor.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Right, let's stop sightseeing and look at the missions. But first of all, contacts. Any special contacts? No. Right, missions. Aha! Success! Engage and destroy PSPF-LF2 Purple Family Pirates. We currently have 2 missions to do that. From LHS 134 Central. And just on Social She Resistance. So, another one. They want 45. We will accept that. Oh no! You've lost a hostage! Or did one accidentally get blown up? That sometimes happens. Engage and destroy Kimura. There are lots of different ones, not much focus on any one. Game. Tau Seti. Hostage rescues are hard, by the way. If you're only missing one, you're doing well. I never have much luck. I think one got caught up in the excitement. Oops. Yeah. you might be able to jump out the system, jump back in, and it'll respawn the hostage taker. I don't know. I don't really do the hostage rescue missions because I have found them a bit tricky myself. Making sure I haven't missed any. Oh, right. That's a shame. Right. We got one. We've also got Paulston and McDaniel is over there, but we got Goodwin and we got Paulston. So we may as well stop off of these. Now, if we don't get any missions from either of them, we won't go to the final place. Yeah, I agree, Subsonic, actually. The hostage rescue missions being that bit tricky, that would be a nice thing to do. Yeah, I may have to look into them in a bit more one day and see if there's better ways of doing them. So, a fine part of the problem is you have to be very careful what you shoot. You don't want to blow up the hostage taker too soon. You don't want to blow up any of the hostages once they start getting released. Can't really say I've ever been very successful with them. But that's just me. Now, we don't want to go back down onto the surface. Mere 18 light seconds would be almost 6 million kilometers. .4, I think. Gravity well, which is no surprise. Oh. Seems to be picking up a bit of speed. So got one of the messages, and so yeah, if there is anyone around who hasn't followed and you are enjoying lurking or whatever, do please consider following the stream or subscribing on YouTube, as it will let you know when I put more content out. Right, just like that. And if you are at all interested in what I do, as well as the website, a good thing to keep an eye on is Twitter. Website has a calendar, which I do endeavour to keep up to date these days, and I do tweet out what I'm streaming and when. So I do tend to keep to a regular schedule at the moment. 180k on the black market for the hostages instead. I guess they are slaves now. Well, there's something now. It is perhaps better not to think too hard on what that is.
Orbital flight engaged.
Going to not go very well if I'm not careful. Yeah, just be careful if the place you sold it to them to has any noted rare delicacies, for example. Just in case. So I suspect the number of commanders that are selling people off, they can't all end up as slaves. Oh. And we drop. Yeah. Well, you know. Does that mean you get would that mean that you got paid for providing the pie filling and then paid for selling the pie somewhere else?
Federal Flight Control welcomes you. Submit a docking request before approaching the port. Request approved. Assigned to landing pad 08.
Would be a pretty good deal. Maybe not the most ethical of things, just need to trade some potatoes. You have to go find Colo for the potatoes.
Landing gear deployed.
Pie chips, yeah. No, I like your thinking.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
I like your thinking.
Landing gear retracted.
Oh, I deployed it earlier. Okay, I'm paying attention. Okay, Subsonic, see you later. Dipping the nose a little bit too bit when I come in.
Landing successful.
Alright.
Disengaged.
Yeah. See, look at that. Lovely mission, wrong system. Would love to take that mission. Aha! Ross 154 Vision Partners is different. Yeah, it was Frog Court before. Go. 36 pirates. For 17 million. I'll take that. Uh-huh. Yeah. You anything good there? Okay. That's another mission. Right. So we will head to Goodwin Prospect. Yep, missions. See what they've got. One mission though for each point is just a little disappointing. Would be nice to get more than one in each.
Landing gear disengaged. Clear for departure.
27 lightsabers. So we've got 36, 45, 56, 81. Now because they stack, we have to destroy 81.
Frameshift drive charging.
And the rest will be done. And in fact, because we've got 81,
4,
we could actually take,
2,
you know, one or two smaller ones from some of the ones we've already taken missions from. Because we'll have to still shoot 81, we may as well get the maximum pay we can. So, we've just been picking up missions for about half an hour now. There are occasions where it goes mad, and you know, almost every faction in the system is offering you missions of the same type to massacre the same pirate faction, but more often than not it's more like this. So if we only get one here, I'm going to call it for this system, or if we get none. And we'll go on to the last system and see what's there. And then we'll go and shoot some pirates. All missions so far. I think my reputation with this pirate faction as well is very similar to the previous one we were looking at. As in, they still haven't forgiven me. We'll see when they get into their system. Ooh, this is a bit more colourful. Not the brown we have been seeing so much of recently. Just wait for those to come around the planet. There we go.
Orbital flight engaged.
Alright. Nice for the approach. Don't particularly like flying into down to these stations upside down. Always feels wrong. And we're about to drop. Certainly one of the problems with stacking pirate massacre missions in terms of hourly rate is the time it takes to set them up, and
Core dynamics 000.
then have to of course go hand them all in.
Follow port protocols and enjoy your visit.
So I think it's fair to say
Request
it
approved. Vector for approach to
won't be
landing
void
pad
opals
08.
or double panite hotspots. But if that's not your thing and you like shooting stuff to make money, this is one way to increase the profits.
Restrictions are
Whoa.
currently in place. Please comply.
I lost it a bit there. Just need to get away from that pad. Thank you.
Obstruction alert. Blocking access to landing pads is not permitted. Caution.
Now the
Extend landing gear.
landing gear.
Gear deployed.
Yeesh. Right. Let's see if anyone wants me to kill PSPF pilots.
Landing successful. Deploying ground services.
Groombridge 34, but we're not going there. Talsetti, we're not going there. That's a matter of a war. That's the war as well. Aha! George Pantassa's Crimson Bridge has some jobs. They want 30 of them dead. We're currently up to 81, so we'll take that. That's another 15, which would mean these would have to be done consecutively, but that's 45. We've already got to shoot 81 of them, so I don't mind that. Benefit to me doing those donations, so I won't. Did pick up 2 there. Assassinations. I'm wondering if perhaps I will get more in the last system, which is George Pantassa's. How heavy is that? Right. How far away is this last base? Because I said if we had 1 or none, we wouldn't necessarily bother with it, but we got 2. So that's Siljat base. I want like Daniel Landing. Which does do missions. 1.07. It's got a nasty feeling that if I don't go there, then I'm going to miss out. Let's hope.
Landing gear
Ship detach complete. Climb to exit altitude when ready.
Ship, scan the ship. Later, please. Oh. And data storage is full. No.
frameshift drive charging.
And I have to be pointing here. Instead.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay. So we're going to take 1 minute or so to get over there. The last system we are going to check for missions. This is this one. So it's run by the Hutton Truckers. That gives missions. And this one? That gives missions. And I have not yet mapped that Earth flight, which will be worth a little bit. So, yeah. Hey. Space is big though, so you know these things can take time. There you go. Up a little speed. I just want to try and make sure I don't overshoot. He's back on the throttle. Okay. How many missions are we up to so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. We had 12 the last run we did. So we got this base and potentially 3 other bases in the final system. Pick up missions before we shoot pirates. Now one of the things as well about these, the wing missions you get loads of time, but the normal missions you get about a day. It's worth considering that, bearing that in mind. I mean, I've got to shoot 81 pirates. I might do that tonight. It might take me 2 days or 2 sessions. In which case I will have to finish off tomorrow night because I can't leave it too long. Of course, Ammo, you may interrupt, and hello. Good to see you. I am well, thank you. I hope you are. Picking on pirates again in an elite. To make up for a couple of weeks of mining streams, so. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I hope you feel better soon. All the hugs and all that. Alright, we have a path.
0-0. Federal Flight Control welcome
2.15G planet. We should hopefully not smack into it particularly hard.
Rate of descent is nominal. Continue on current flight path.
Well, it is accepted landing procedure for a Corvette or a cutter or even a Conda, you know. Booping the pad.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, and ever watch any of Borna's streams, you'll see him do that quite deliberately. Nice. Okay. Right, stacking mask emissions. Take mini. When you got stuck in the way, oh yeah, stuck like that is not much fun. Okay, those are the wrong factions. No, thank you. Again, that's to do with the war that they're having. Other pirate factions, none of which I'm actually after. They gave me the missions before and there aren't any there now. This one. Broom Bridge. Surface hunts. Nothing. Right. Yeah. An hour for setup for this sort of run is not uncommon, unfortunately. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Last time I did a proper comparison of payout rates, stacking mask emissions like this was coming in at about half of what I was getting from VoD opens at the time. And a big part of that was the time it takes to set it up.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3,
Indeed.
1. Engage.
Before we got coal mining, my favourite activity was going into high reses or even has reses in pristine metallic rings and looking for metals while also shooting pirates. A lot of fun. Can't mine with the new system, not at all. Have you, assuming you got on with the old system, have you tried the latest thing, which is double panite hotspots? Because that's predominantly old school mining, and if you weren't doing well with the new mining tools, you would still get a very good payout, better than VoD opals probably, in a double panite hotspot. Okay. A bit last week, but didn't have the time to try it out. I would certainly recommend it. I did get to blow some cores up when I was doing it and stuff, and subsurface and surface deposits and that. But most of the panite I found was just from old style mining lasers.
4, 3, 2.
So if you weren't enjoying the new mining tools, I would definitely recommend that. And then, of course, if you can find a double planite hotspot that includes a res of any level, even low, you will find you get more fragments at that res. As stupid as it sounds, my 1 billion in the bank, your first one now seems small as well. Congratulations on 1 billion in the bank first, because that is definitely an achievement. But I know what you mean. I mean, I've got 2.7 currently and probably 1 billion in ships, and I certainly don't consider myself to be rich in this game.
Fuel scooping.
And that does feel a bit weird to say. Right. We're in Hutton Orbital Trucker territory. Oh, right. Well, it would depend how you outfitted it, but yes, it would set you back. I mean, I think outfitting this Corvette the way I have cost me something like $500 million. That didn't include buying it in the first place, and also some of the components, particularly the huge multis, I was able to take from other ships, so I didn't have to buy them again. So yeah, big ships are very expensive. If we could find a double planite hotspot with a high res or a has res, it would be fun to take a wing into one of them, because they would be part bounty hunting, part mining. And because of the concentration you get in a double planite hotspot, you can pretty much stay in the res and find planite rocks, and you get bonuses from that. You have your crate for multi-purpose weapons, Mamba, mining python. It is subsonic. We've managed to pick up a few more missions. Last systems check for missions before we go in and shoot the pirates. Yeah. I certainly find conflict zones are easier in one of the big ships. If you're actually going to properly go to war, having big shields is not bad. And the Python is a good mining ship. Especially because you can land at smaller platforms. Plus,
Permission authorized.
Permission?
Set down on landing pad 10.
They can run that high, yeah. Not to mention the engineering required. Cool. Alright, let's see what the truckers have got for
Landing gear
us.
deployed.
There we go.
Contact clear to disembark. Welcome, Commander.
Alright. Come on, truckers. We're usually good for missions. Terrible, they've let me down. Couple of one assassinite and no pirate. Spec op. Yeah, that's probably shooting civilians, which I'm... Aha! Here we go. You also want to unlock the Imperial Cutter? Yes, so do I. One of the things I need to work on. It's definitely on my list. That will be another 42. Cool. Yeah, definitely for the whole trading bit. I would like an Imperial Cutter of my own. Good luck with that. It is not a small undertaking. I don't want to kill civilians. I want to kill pirates. Right. A couple of ground stations which gave missions. One of them is right below us, so double check. Yes, that does give missions. Oh yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think the Imperial ships do have the best design. If you're going to spend ages out in the black exploring the galaxy, you may as well do so in some style and comfort.
Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Landing gear retracted.
Definitely. I did have a Clipper at one point. I was very happy with it in terms of aesthetics. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Generally speaking, I do okay with it, but there are times where it can be a bit annoying, and especially if you were doing as many jumps as you do
Frameshift drive
something like
charging.
DW2 and you've only got the one ship.
4,
Yeah,
3,
I can understand that.
1, engage.
I sympathise. I have to say, I need to take a look at the Crate Phantom as an explorer ship at some point. Jump range compares well with the Anaconda, and the view is probably a lot better. Right. The Phantom's jump range is a bit better than the Mark II's jump range. And that being one of the main things. Although, to be honest with you, a Crate Mark II can get a reasonable jump range. But out of the two, people who are looking at exploration or long jump ranges do tend to go for the Phantom for preference. If you're looking for a true multi-role ship though, I would suggest the Mark II is better. So I would, yeah, I really enjoy my Phantom, my Mark II, sorry. I do have one. It's a great ship. Lots of fun. Very different in a, well, not necessarily very different in a fight compared to this, but definitely different. Textures aren't loading very well, are they? Hmm. It is in many ways a copycat. I think you're right.
Dynamic 000. Welcome, Commander. Please restrict your approach speed and give way to larger vessels. Request approved. Adjust heading for approach to pad 09er.
Yours. Yeah, for a true multi-role ship, I would be hard pressed to pick between the Python and the Mark II. I would probably end up going for the Mark II, unless you were doing lots of trade runs, in which case a stripped down Python will be able to carry more cargo. But I do have a very soft spot for the Mark II. I think the Condor, because I don't have a cutter, I think the Condor is my favourite large multi-role, and the Crate Mark II is my favourite medium multi-role. Type 10 cargo missions. Yeah, it does have some. Have you looked at a Type 9 for cargo missions? Because the Type 9 can actually carry as much as the cutter these days. Obviously not in the same luxury and not as well protected or as manoeuvrable. And the cutter's not necessarily really that manoeuvrable. But the Type 9 might be something to look at. And they let me down as well. Okay, that's 81 pirates. Before we take that, let's make sure don't have anything from them. Frog call. Kind of hoping it would be nice to take this one. That's Crimson Brigade. That's Crimson Brigade, but not Democrats. We had to kill 81 pirates, we may as well take that. So this is Crimson Brigade. 30 pirates for 14 million. Nice. Yes, you're right, Ammo. The T10 is better defended, better armoured. The T10 can get itself in and out of fights. When I was going into high reses and has reses, looking for increased panite, it was a T10 rather than a T9 that I took in there, for precisely that reason. We'll take that. That's Crimson State, and they want 32. That's very nice, Subsonic. 30 pirates is 14 million, by the way. Very nice. Right. Crimson State. Did I see them earlier? So there's Crimson Bridge. There'll be several of theirs, because okay. We'll have that one there. Nice. Nothing from them. True. If you get lucky with the cargo runs.
Incoming message.
But it all comes down to what you fancy at the time, which I know you know well enough. Yeah, I haven't done any big cargo runs for a bit. We'll take a look at that soon. but I'm in a shooting mood tonight, so... Right. Cool. We did quite well out of that one, so I think it does make sense to stop off at the last one. In the end, it ended up at about 130 million. Ooh.
Ship restraints withdrawn. You are go for departure.
That could be really pretty, but the textures aren't loading in very well here, so I don't really want to take care of it. Yeah, it didn't do too bad at all.
Frameshift drive charging.
What did you get in the end yourself?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Right. An hour and 20 before we start shooting any pirates. Well, an hour and 20 from the time we started them. We should be shooting pirates in the next 10 minutes or so. Yep. Handed in from last week. Decided what to do. I started taking missions to shoot pirates. It's one of the reasons why mining will outstrip this, is that you can just go to a mining spot and start mining. Don't need all this setup. But it's fun to shoot pirates, so... Yeah. Yeah, it can be. That is cool. Nothing to scan. Okay, ooh. Bit of colour to this planet as well. Right. We don't want to come in too fast. Oh, no I did not. Ooh, would there... What details are there available? Because I would be very interested in that. And is this a one-off for one person kind of deal? Oh, right. So watch the stream and you get that. Just stay a while and listen. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I will look into that. And if I like what I see, I will be watching their stream then. Fair enough. Thank you for the heads up, by the way. I hadn't heard about that. With E3 all about to start, I would have missed it. So, cool. Thank you. Nightbot seems to be better behaved on this stream. Ooh, very dark down there. This Sunday, right. Thank you, I will definitely look into that. I would have certainly missed that one. If I get myself a nice mouse, I will definitely owe you.
Core Dynamics 000. The Federation welcomes you. Follow port protocols and enjoy your visit, Commander. Request approved. Assigned to landing pad 08.
Scan detected.
Yeah, we'll have to Ooh. Well, that's just become a must-watch stream. If it's during my own stream, I will... Oh, 0.96G. Yeah, we're going to get to move the pad.
Warning.
There we go.
Landing gear not deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Service vehicles will not be admitted to vehicle bays until they have submitted an access request. Authorized vehicles should proceed directly to the designated.
And on a reasonably high G, well, that's how you dock a Corvette.
Contact. Ship secured.
I'm almost hoping that there aren't any of these missions here, so I don't have to come back and do that again. Right. Oh no. Oh. Confederacy again. I know I've got one of theirs. I remember seeing them. Maybe we need to ask FDF for some different... I tried to land like that just to take some screenshots like that. Yeah. No, go for it. That's Confederacy. That was 12. Okay, yeah, there's Confederacy again. That means 42.
Warning to surface recon vehicle operators.
42, 45, that would be 87, but it is a wing one. So we have lots of time to complete it. Go on then. Revolutionary. Okay. 24. Yeah. 10. Okay. This is more like it. $63 and 72. And we only want to take one of them, and we also... Right, we're actually going to have to look at how many missions we got. We got 14 because you can only take 20 max. So we don't want to take both of these because then we would have to first destroy 72 and then do 63, which is a lot. So we'll take the 72 because we're already going to have to do 87. This lot, that's one for 45. Nice. Okay, so in the end we got a fair number. Right. Finally. On AV Stream, I'm glad. I really do like AV Stream. Psyche raided her at one point. Oh, that's alright, you're more than welcome. Yeah, Psyche raided her and yeah, it's just like excellent. I'd love to see what she'd be able to do with some of the pictures in Elite Dangerous, but appreciate that, you know, there's only so much one person can do. And I'm more than happy to watch her take pictures in ESO. Right. And is it above the horizon? It is. Excellent. I need to super cruise. Oh yeah. Yeah, she really knows her stuff.
You are clear of the port. Federal flight control signing off.
The stuff she does with filters is amazing, and it's something that I think I'd like to start looking at, but it will take me a long time to get as good with that stuff as she is. Absolutely. Yeah, quite inspirational.
Objective detected.
Right. Resource extraction sites, please. Preferably of the hazardous variety. If you ever fancy, I'm afraid just... Ah. So Photoshop Express, out of interest, Photoshop Express, is that a 3 products? Aha. There are pirates hunting me. They don't want me to shoot all their friends. Well now. It is in the Microsoft Store. I will take a look at that. I am very interested in some tools to do better. I haven't actually, so cool. Right, so normally I would just go to the Hazres and start shooting people there. But I can get some bonuses because there are some pirates out here hunting me. So to begin with, we are going to fly around a little bit and try some of these signal sources. I will definitely look that up, Ammo. Thank you very much. max out our pips for combat, although a threat free shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's what I'd want to do. I am not an artist, but being able to play around with stuff like screenshots and that sounds really cool. Particularly after watching Avi do it, so. Just use that photo, it felt like a kid. Yeah, I can understand. She really is very, very good.
Mission objective detected.
Right, guys.
Scan detected.
What's going on? You're clean, which means the one with you is clean and the pirates are behind me. There they are. Oh, they look good. Captain Prawn, you have the honour of going first. I require your attention.
Shields offline.
Slow down, so he spends longer in my guns. Should really be doing that. Not really going to be required here. Okay, so that's one. What I'm kind of hoping here is that one of the pirates who are hunting me will jump in and try and take me while I'm doing this.
Under attack.
Yeah, same for me. It's a bit harder for me now given the customer I'm working with getting to psychic streams, but fortunately I can manage it if I can listen in from my mobile. But yeah, it can be tricky. You've got shield bank. Stop using it. It's rude. You're clean. Ooh, third lance. Hello. Oh, you jumped out. Missed the opportunity to get the third lance. But Leon, you're up.
Under attack.
Oh yeah. Yeah, NPCs can use shield banks. Not all of them do. That's why I have these railguns, because they interfere with shield cells. as well as, of course, not being affected by chat. Cool. Okay. And system authority to finally turn on. Birdlart's still out there. Who are you, Rexon? Are you a target? No, you're not. Okay. Where's SilmarUK? Wow, okay. If you're not going to run, mate. So... yeah, you're having a bad time. Slow down so they stay in front of my guns a bit longer. They've chaffed and they are small enough that I have no chance of hitting them with the multis if they're chaffing. I think we clipped him with the rail guns. Cool. Okay, so not exactly huge bounties or anything.
Frame shift drive
Start.
charging.
It's a start.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, particularly the elite, the deadly, the dangerous. There's a good chance that they will use shield cell banks. Hello, what threat are you? Threat 4, interesting. Contacts wise, there's an anaconda. That anaconda could be hunting me. Although the vector it's on, maybe not. Yeah, that's not one of the ones. Okay, trying to find these pirates who are supposed to be hunting me is probably just going to add too much complexity. It is that one in front of me is a mission target, yeah. But the thing with these missions is running around from signal source to signal source or interdiction to interdiction and just picking up, you know, 1, 2, 3 targets does not compare to dropping into a decent res in terms of speed of completion. So if the res is a bit dry, we might come out again, but I think I'll spend some time in the res, get these make a dent in these numbers. Yeah, that one was heading away from me. Well, we recovered that. Jeremy Bakwa? Hello, Jeremy. Decent. So hopefully this Hazres will be packed with mission targets. Hopefully. Oh, we have a mission signal source. What threat are you? Threat free. A Hazres in a hotspot. Just a shame that the hotspot isn't Panite. Right. Oh, nice. Let's do this properly. Oh. It's not exactly the most inspiring start. Okay, that's better. First ship we scan.
Scan detected.
So I'm just going to wait for him to start to head away. Then shoot him. Chucking like that. Whoa! Folks, one at a time, please. Well, I've just zeroed my throttle here because my shield's far outclass theirs. Federal agent. Well, that means you're never a pirate, which is annoying. However, it also means you might be prepared to assist me, which could be useful. Okay, we don't want you. Those transports aren't going to be what we're looking for. Right, so we need to lock in the center of the Hazres. There we go. We'll head through here. I mean, if that... It's not exactly a huge payout either. Let's see if anyone is shooting anyone else. Right. Not right now. So we head through the ring again and check the other side as we head away from the centre. Yeah, we sweep around and see if anyone's shooting anyone. Nope, all a bit quiet at the moment. Right. So we will go check on the other side of the Hazres itself. Hero. Okay, that's more like it. Who are you? A wing of three, but the wrong faction. Pity. But it happens.
Scan detected.
Okay. There's a few ships, so, you know, someone's got to be someone I can shoot. You, Vulture. What about you? I'm going to guess the couriers are
Scan
with you.
detected.
No. And they are mission targets. Okay. Right, so we have a wing of 3 targets. We need to get closer to them so that I can start the kill warrant scans. What we're looking for is who are the others in the wing. I'm going to guess you're one. That leaves you as the other. Okay. So hopefully the pirates will seize upon weakness. And as we do this, everyone will start shooting everyone. Slow down. Cool. Shields are done. One of their wing is shooting me. Which is what they should be doing, of course.
Scan detected.
The other ones realise what's going on.
I'm taking hull damage, Commander.
My fighter is in a bit of a scrape. Not sure which of these they're engaged with, but I don't think it's this one. So my fighter is distracting the last one. Nice, got him. Yeah, looks like my fighter and the other courier are dueling. So let's go save my fighter. See if we can get aggro, as it were.
Target shields offline.
Cool.
Taking critical
Right.
damage.
Got my fighter in the end,
Fighter assembly initiated.
but it doesn't matter. We've got them. That's the last of them.
Target destroyed.
2 fighter bays means that I can get the fighters out quicker. Around here, haven't we checked? Federal agent. Oh, yeah. Right. The Azres. He's a bit of a way away. Ooh. Make out the actual pattern in the rings. Right, let's head back towards the centre as none of the other ships around here is actually of the right direction. Hopefully the Hazres is warming up a bit and there's a few fights kicking off all over the place. So, as long as we keep an eye out, we could have a good supply of pirates we're after. This explorer could well be a miner. Looks like they're running. Well, if they're running, I'm not going to ignore that, even though this doesn't help me. Just missed the boot. Right. Oh, someone else is scanning it. Okay, cool. Just stick around, please. Insulting me for not carrying any cargo while I just finish this one off. Yeah. Actually, you know, couldn't do bad. Federal assault ship. Nice. So, Hannah. Hello. Right, let's do a shield show.
Warning. Temperature critical. Warning. Taking heat damage.
Only for a moment. Let's find out what this piping is all about. Right. We'll start with the piping. Hello, yes. I'm so pleased to make your acquaintance. I will be killing you shortly. Well, blowing up your ship shortly. That ship you spent years saving up for to get. Oh, your power plant's almost gone. So sorry. Yeah, you're done. Right. Hannah, thank you for bearing with me. I think I had my pip set completely wrong there. That could have gone disastrously wrong. Ooh, the music's got very appropriate. Okay. Set the fighter on hand to begin with, and then
I'm gonna lose the ship if I sustain any more damage, Commander. Fighter link is down, Commander. Looks like we lost it.
I think my fighter might have got in front of my railguns. I don't understand why it went down so quickly. Threat-free ring massacre was fun. Nice. Very nice. Cool. Right, let's get another fighter out. And... well, you just insulted me. Being on a mission target. Wait a sec, are all of you together? Competent, competent, expert. You shouldn't have insulted me.
Light resampling complete.
Goodbye. No shields for you. No power plant for you.
Multiple hull impacts detected. I'm gonna lose the ship if I sustain any more damage, Commander.
That's what you're there for.
Fighter link is down, Commander. Looks like we lost it.
That's okay. Because it's given me the opportunity to do this. Well, time to reload. Annoying. Get back out there. So I've just zeroed the throttle here just so I can do spin around in place and shoot him because he's dumb enough to let me do that. Right. Reload is for kids. Unfortunately, reloads happen at the most inconvenient times. It's the one issue with multicam. There is an engineering option for that. Excellent. Right. You are the right group. Oh dear, you brought sidewinders into our Hasras. I believe that qualifies as criminal stupidity. One's done. That one's done. Let's back up though, this ship's more movable. Forward again.
Take it easy, Commander. I'm not the target.
Good night, Subsonic, and you're most welcome.
Target destroyed.
I hope you enjoyed it. Well, it's 10 o'clock, so we'll be going on for a bit longer, of course. And we got 13 of those. Right. saw some shooting in the distance, so there is more fighting going on. Just gotta find her. And then go butt my nose into someone else's argument. There we go. Hello. Going to be a miner because you are collecting fragments. Go pythons. Okay, probably not someone we want, but we will find the back scout. Gunship. Must have only haven't scanned. Yeah, so sorry, person who's being shot, but none of them are of any interest. Oops. Anaconda, hello. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Scan detected.
You may seal, but 434,000 credits. Yes, we like you. Obviously done bad things. Yes, yes. Finish scanning me. Usual exchange of insults, and then I start shooting you in the back.
Scan detected. Scan detected.
Ooh, someone else is scanning me. Yeah, you're not interested. This is interesting. Nice. Very nice. Take the shields down. Samuel L. Jacob. I bet you want me. I hope Frontier have coded this name to only go to elite targets. They got their sense of humour. Yes, they do. guns to bear. Goodbye. That's the power plant. Yay. Cool. Okay, so federal. Oh, that's disappeared now. So this Asp Explorer. Right. This fine. Be on for a little bit longer. Who are you? Olympic Collector, you will be a miner whatever you're doing, so a little boost to our shields.
Heatsink deployed.
Nice. I have a particularly big shield cell bank as well as several others, and that must have been one of the ones from that. And back scouts. Below me. Carl the Great. Well, Carl. Don't work for the people I'm looking for, so I'm only going to carry on going for it. In terms of this, we've got 14. We do have multiple missions, so yeah. Right. Oh. No, that's just particle effects. Right, let's head back to the Hazres. One last pass. Aha, fight! Excellent. There they are. Lost them for a moment now. Kevin is someone that technically we're not interested in. But, you know, why not? Taken.
Scan detected.
Hey.
Under attack.
He's now coming at us. Right, well, there's several other pirates scanning us. Maneuverable ship. That's what we want. Once the shields go down, I've had it. or anything particularly tasty. Okay, so I'm going to call it to a close there this evening. Because of where we are, I'm just going to head back to the main menu for a moment. Cool. So thank you very much for watching. I will be continuing Elite Dangerous next Thursday at 7 o'clock. In fact, if I just go to this screen here, you can see the schedule down the bottom there. So Thursdays is Elite Dangerous, 7 o'clock UK time. Pathfinder Kingmaker on Sundays at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And Elder Scrolls Online Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock. If you enjoyed the stream and you haven't followed, then please consider following or subscribing on YouTube. If you want to come back in future as well, good to keep an eye on Twitter. And the website linked in the welcome message has a calendar, which will also help you understand when I'm streaming. Although, thank you, Ammo. And it will be good to see you again as always. So what we are going to do is, we didn't raid Asticon last night, so we are going to go and raid Asticon tonight, because Asticon is a very good streamer, and Asticon is also streaming Elite Dangerous. So spell that right. Cool. So please join me in going and say hello to Asticon, and I will hopefully see you all again at some point in the near future. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.